My name is Casey Bradford. This is Evan Bradford. And then this is my husband, Adam Bradford. We're from Calhoun, Georgia. He had 2 feet of his small intestine removed whenever he got to Erlanger. But how we got here was he was just really sick, not his normal self. So we ultimately visited 2 hospitals before we were transported here due to like the previous hospital not having the services needed. So that's ultimately how we got here. So the Erlanger Air Flight Force, they came to the other hospital to get us. And so Evan and I, we rode on the helicopter. He was really cool about that. He was just looking out the window a majority of the time. But the gentleman that was on the flight with us, they were wonderful. They kept Evan calm, they kept me calm. And then once we landed, we came right into, I guess, the triage area where Dr. Bhattacharya and his team met us to get started on Evan. Yeah, Dr. Bhattacharya and his team, they did do everything they could to save his life, because when we got here, he was hanging on by a thread.
He wouldn't have lasted another night. We got here in the last moment that we could have gotten here to save his life. I mean, it was...
Yeah, and that goes back to how Dr. Bhattacharya kept us calm, because when we got here, we didn't know what to expect, and so he just more or less kind of said, hey, this is what we're doing, and he left it at that. He didn't really go into detail as far as like, hey, this is what could happen. He went in with the mindset and gave us with the mindset that everything was going to be great, and so we appreciate that because we had already been through so much, so that kind of put us at ease. The level of care that we received was phenomenal. The PICU nurses were amazing. I enjoyed the one-on-one care. I think Evan enjoyed the one-on-one care whenever he was kind of more alert. There was a specific PICU nurse that he just loved, and they played until he was moved to the pediatrics floor. And then even then it was great, even though we wasn't receiving as much one-on-one care, you know, them coming around and doing their rounds, they were still making sure that he was taken care of. But by far the PICU was phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I'd like for people in the Chattanooga area to know is that there's specialty doctors in their backyard. They don't have to travel elsewhere for them, and they're some of the best are right here for them to utilize.